Okay guys, I'm gonna show you how to change your struts on a Honda 2011 to 2017 4th generation. So these ones are done. I got new ones right here. This is the driver side, and this brand is Spectrum Monroy, which are pretty good, and they don't come marked left or right, so you have to kind of figure out which one is left and right. So pretty easy to do it. So just make sure the sway bar link is right there, and which is on this side right here. So that means this, and also the brake line right there, right here. Oh, and the 2 bolts right here is in this way. So um so um so that's what you once you take it out, also you can compare them once this old one is out. So I'll show you again too, to see if this can compress. So like if you buy the KYB, they come with a little wire right here holding the rod down, but this one, all you have to do is just pretty much just like twist it to the left, and it'll decompress, just for shipping purposes. So I should, okay, I'll show you a little bit. So anyways, so all you have to do or need is a few sockets. You need a breaker bar, a ratchet, 14, and another 14. If you can do with the non-impact 14, that's more shallow, that would be okay. That's for the struts on the top, which are the 1, 2, 3 on the back. So the one in the middle, don't ever take it out, because that thing's gonna end up flying or hurting yourself. So you take that out once you compress the spring. So I'm gonna show you how to do it. And so this is a 12 for the brake line. So once you take out this, just reroute it somewhere here, so it's not on the way. And you need to lose the sway bar link on the top, and those two 22s. So you might need a 22 on the back to hold it so it doesn't spin, and a 22 right there, and a 10 for your speed wheel sensor right there. And once you take it out, then you push a little clip right there for speed wheel sensor, and you just put it on the back somewhere here, so then you don't end up damaging it. So here we go. So this is the speed wheel sensor nut, which is a 10. I already broke it loose. Right there, and your speed wheel sensor should be coming out. Right there. Then you can use a pointy plier, so you can just use a screwdriver, flat screwdriver to detach this clip. It's a little bit challenging to be recording and working with one hand only. This is what I'm talking about. This one right here. Just pinch and right there. So that's your USB sensor. Then just right here on the back, just unhook it. It's like a rubber thing right there. Just go gentle. Wiggle around, and you see right there, just like goes between the bracket right there. So from there, this for the sway bar is an 18. So what I use in the back is 18 too as well, but this is a mold soy bar, so that's not the OEM. The OEM might be maybe 17 or 16 or maybe 18, so I forgot. So more, and you can pull your nut right there so you don't lose it or kick it onto the car somewhere. So okay, one. And two. So at this point, everything is disassembled. The sway bar, the lines, the brake line, the speed wheel sensor, the two bracket, the two bolts holding the bracket for the strut. So this is like pretty much nothing holding it except one's right here on the top. So I'm gonna go ahead and remove this one, two, all the way in the back. There's 1, 3. So 3, I do believe 14s. So like I mentioned before, this one in the middle, that's the one that's holding down the spring compress. So don't ever take it out until you have your compressing tool already compress the spring, and then you can go ahead and remove it. Okay guys, in order to get the bolt on the back, you're gonna need a socket right there, hard impact, and a breaker bar. So in order to have more room and play, you need to release or remove this little clip right there and little cover right here, your wiper shield cover, the nut, and kind of like move under the hood your wiper, and you should be able to reach on the back. So I'm about to break it loose, and then I'm gonna use a ratchet. The ones in the front they're pretty easy, but the one in the back is kind of hard to get it to it. So remove some of the clips so that you have more play, or you can, if you have the patience and the time, you can just remove the whole plastic cover. So you can see, I put a ratchet on the back, and you can go from the bottom right here. So at this point, I should be pretty much able to remove by hand. Moving my camera around because trying to get more leverage. Anyways, it's almost took out the one on the back already. So just need to release those two right there. The two already. So this is the last one I'm taking. So one hand take this out, and with your other right hand hold the strut somewhere here, so then it doesn't drop when you take out the upper nut, so it doesn't. Be careful with your brake line. Maybe you want to put it on the top, so if it drops it doesn't touch this. So anyway, so hold one hand this the strut, and then with the other hand remove the nut from the top, which is that one right there. Okay, so this thing is out. So I'm gonna have to transfer all this hardware to the new one. So I'll show you how to do it. So you have to compress the spring with the tool. So yep. So here's the setup. Make sure your hooks are holding on both sides the spring, and this is an old spring compressor, but the new ones they have a little clamp here that attaches it and holds the whole spring to as well, more safety. So same here, you see one holding this side and the other one holding this side, the hooks. So I'm just gonna use my 24mm power tool, and I'm just gonna tie one side a little bit at a time, and then I'm gonna switch on this side and back and forth, so then I can compress the spring little by little. And what I mean little by little is, your spring should be even, so one side and then go on the other side. So I'm gonna switch on the other side little by little, so then once you know the spring is compressed already, uh, this thing should be more wobbly, loose, and after that you can just remove your top nuts. Always wear um, goggles and gloves in case anything smashes or anything happens, then you're safe. So also while compressing these things, always put it like the nut pointing facing away from you, so if anything goes wrong, then it's gonna shoot that way, no towards your face or towards your body. So this is how you know your spring is already compressed. So it's wobbly. You see, now you can put an Allen and you can remove this nut now safely. What you can do now is if you don't want to use an Allen tool right here, this is a 17. I'm gonna use my power tool, so this is gonna keep spinning. So put a plier right here on the rod so that it doesn't spin. And here we go. And here you have the hardware, your upper washer, and then your housing, and remove this, transfer everything on the new one. So this is your strut, and the dashboard is torn. See, so I got a new one, so no worries. Okay guys, so this is the new one. So I'm gonna do this one, like I said before, comes compressed for shipping. So then what you need to do is just twist it. There you go. See, comes compressed, so it's now the. So what I need to do now, I'm gonna transfer the spring, and it has a little slot right there where the spring meets and sits. What do you say? So you can see the mark right there. That's where the end of the spring, where the spring starts. That's where it sits right there. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna transfer this, and regarding to the boot, that's boot and the bumper. So this is how it goes right there. So this is the OEM, so I'm not gonna use it because I bought this set the bumper and the dust boot and, um, for the new one. So but what happens is like the boot from factory OEM Honda comes with this pretty much together. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna reuse this part right here. I just cut it the broken ones and I'm just gonna fit it this way. So this is just pretty much to, and it's gonna go this way. So this part right here goes on the bottom of the strut. So anyways, so just compare everything matches. So this one looks pretty good. So I'm ready to reassemble everything, transfer everything. So the spring has a little nipple right there that matches the bottom of the strut right there. So to line it up. So there you go. And then the bump stop right there goes this way. Now put the rest of the stuff and I'll show you when it's already done. So your pump is stuck right there. The dust cover boot is facing up, so the letters are on the top because I'm gonna attach to this boot that is the OEM. So it's gonna go pretty much inside there. So also see the little gap right there to line up the spring right there, this corner right there. So just set it on the top. So I put the cover right here. So these little three lips right there, you just feed it through the lineup through the spring, and this has the stop right there where the spring ends right there. So pretty much just line up that one right there and that one right there to line up your spring with your bottom top. And then you got the boot, you got the dust cover, put that right there, and pretty much you see right there. So you just put this thing right here and your washer and your nut, which is I got a new one right here somewhere here lying right here. Sorry for my recording. So right there. Also while being here, put a little bit more grease there, so then you have any funny noises after you reassemble it. So get a 19 millimeters, and this one is 1132 on the top to hold the rod. So then tie it up to your strut ball nut on the top. This is done. So I'm just gonna go and remove the compressor tools a little bit at a time. And the most important thing is, like, before you take it apart, even though everything matches, and you have to, in order to line up these three studs on top of on the car where it goes, put some marks, which I did. So then because this thing moves, you see. So if you decompress the tool, then this thing is gonna be really tight and it's gonna be hard for to line up this. So you want to make sure you make some marks to line up, so then it's pretty much matching the part right here on the top. So now I just removed this out of the way. And kinda heavy. So there you are. So it's ready to go back on the space. Everything lines up beautiful on the top as well too, right there. The marks right there, you see the red mark that I put on to line up the on the top, should be good to go. Right there, I need to line up this. Just put it through the top and put some wedges right there to have space right here. So I put one to hold it in place. There's one more, and the one that's in the back right there. So you might need to ask someone to help you out to hold this, because this thing is very heavy. Once you put the 3 nuts on the top, just put them there, don't tie them, so you have play here. Line up your shack with the 2 bolts right here. You might have to use a jack to lift it up, or to line up the strut here with 2 bolts right there. So you can always use once you line up this, just kind of like wobble around, and you can even use, once you see the thing right here, just stop it. There you go. Okay, sure. Get you a nut right here. Get you other bolt right there. So once you torque these two, put your nut on the sway bar link. Put your 12 right there for the brake line. Make sure it has no kinks. And the little group right there, line up with the little bracket right there. Okay, and then right there, click, and then your 10 on the sensor right there. Okay, we're done. Secure your brake line again. You speed width sensor right there, right there, and right there, the 10 right there. Your sway bar, your 2 bolts right there. Don't forget to do an alignment after this. Okay guys, I'm done with the passenger side. On this side, and it's more space here, so you don't have to remove anything, just this thing right here. And voila. So let me know if you guys have any questions. I might be able to help you out. Okay.